My name is Wilson Ramon. I'm a junior here at St. Cloud State, and I'm a social studies education major. I was born in North Carolina. I've moved around a lot, but I spent a lot of my time in this town called Herman, Minnesota. It's a very small town in West Central. So for me, I chose social studies education because um, my teachers and my time in school was very important to me as a person who I am today. And I think that's generally the case just kind of for everybody. And I want to have that kind of positive impact because some people, they look back on their schooling and they're like, oh, I didn't have that many friends or I didn't do well in school. And, that does affect them. And I want to help students kind of grow to their potential and push them to their potential and just impact them in a positive way. I mentioned that I grew up I spent a lot of my life in a small town. And what I liked about that was, you had a lot of personal connections with people. But I felt like I kind of missed, like, being connected with a larger world outside. And I think SCSU gives you kind of the best of both worlds in a way, just because I feel like I have those intimate personal connections with your peers, with your professors, people in the community. But at the same time, it kind of has a place for everybody, and you're going to experience different things throughout your time at SCSU and just within the community. And that's my best college experience. Definitely has been studying abroad. I got to go to the UK last summer for a 5-week program, and that's something that'll stick with me forever. Really, I have so many memories from it right now. I remember like walking around London and trying to figure out the transit system and going to the Natural History Museum and walking through Hyde Park, finding these amazing coffee shops and doing that all on my own. And then the people who are with me as well are just these amazing people that I've connected throughout. They're part of my major and the faculty as well that was there with us. And that's just something that I think everyone should try to experience. Maybe it doesn't have to be within their college career, but I think leaving the country in some form, just experiencing the world. It was geography. It was basically political geography, yeah, and then teaching it in the classroom. It was my first time actually, like, working with a lesson plan, trying to make a lesson plan, and I remember just like I was in the basement of the castle. You stay in a castle, that's crazy. It's amazing. But I was like trying to figure this out, and I was freaking out because it was my first one. But I remember reaching out to my professor, being like, "I can't do this. I don't know if I can do this." Emailing her, but once I met with her and she helped me, figure out my way through it, and it's something very important for I think a lot of education majors, especially just looking at their first lesson plan or being in the classroom for the first time and having the people that can help you guide you through that as well. I want to teach. I've been in a few different classroom settings, and I especially liked kind of the younger middle schoolers. A little chaotic, but I think I thrive off of chaos a little bit sometimes. And so, I remember that was very important years for myself, and I think a lot of kids at that age are kind of just going through the world and then figuring stuff out, and I think that they need mentors and role models, and I think a good teacher is a very important one for them. Maybe, I'm not sure. I know that there is a master's program where I can study abroad again, go back to the UK, which is something that I'm interested in. But in general, I think going furthering your education as a teacher, you're always going to be learning stuff, and so furthering your education will just benefit you within the classroom and the experiences you get, just taking more classes or just being within the college sphere throughout your time in your career. Do things outside of just your coursework, I guess. For me, like I mentioned, I studied abroad, but I've attended like events on campus, listen to speakers, and I think that within social studies and education in general, kind of what's important is not just what you know, but being able to communicate with people, being able to share your own experiences and learn about others' experiences. And I think that is how we build a better future in education and just become better people.